Alright, so here we are at the Drawing Center, and we have several steps that you need to always follow when you come use the Drawing Center. The first step is think of something to draw. Now we know our theme right now is lines, and so you need to think of something that you want to do with lines. In a few minutes I'm going to give you some inspirational ideas that you could perhaps use in your own art, or you may come up with something of your own. The second thing you need to do is you need to sketch your idea. Now you can find paper for sketching, and remember, sketching is just a quick drawing that is sort of a plan to figure out what you want to do. It's not a complete drawing, and it's also a place where you can list the materials from the Drawing Center you plan to use. So as I walk away from the Drawing Center and I come over here to the corner beside our board, you will see we have the Sketch It station. So this is a station where you can come and get sketch paper from the basket right here. Take that to your seat and plan what it is you would like to draw. Now sometimes on this bulletin board there are going to be ideas for you to look at and get ideas from. Today there's one for the lines right there. And then up on the board, Mrs. Valentine will often have some images coming from the projector onto the board. After you've completed your sketch, you are then going to ask Ms. Valentine, that's me, to look at your sketch and approve it. And you have to do that before you can move on. Once you've decided what you're going to do and I've approved it, the next thing is for you to select your paper and your drawing tools and then go to your seat and draw. Now let's talk about what we have for drawing tools. So we have protractors for drawing shapes. We have some small circle templates to trace around. We have large circle templates, and we have rulers. So let's move on down here. On the next shelf, you have two different sizes of paper to select from. You can take this smaller paper, especially if you're planning on doing one picture per class rather than working for a long time on one picture. And we also have the larger paper right here. So you can select which size paper you want after I've approved your sketch. Then the next step will be for you to select your drawing media. Now that word media in art class means your art supplies that you're using. So in the Drawing Center right now, we'll be adding to it, but for now we have the scented markers, and notice they're all organized by color. We have colored pencils, which are also arranged by their colors. Be sure when you return these items that you put them back in the proper place. Now when you're using the colored pencils, if you need to sharpen your colored pencils, rather than using the electric sharpener in the back of the classroom, if you come all the way down here to the bottom shelf, you will see there's erasers for your regular pencils if you can't find one at your table, but there's also a container of handheld pencil sharpeners. You will need to either hold over this container or hold over a garbage can when you're sharpening colored pencils. Alright, we're going to move on up the shelves again and come over here underneath where the paper is. You will find the baskets of crayons. You're very familiar with those because we just used those last week. And these are always going to be here, and that is a choice that you can use for your drawings, for either coloring or drawing. And then finally, for now, we also have two different kinds of specialty crayons. We have metallic crayons and glitter crayons. You are welcome to use these. Notice they are boxed and they are put back in the container so that they are with, like the glitter crayons are with the glitter and the metallic crayons are with the metallic crayons. So we want to be sure we put them back into the boxes. Please do not take this box of crayons to your table and just dump all of them out. Leave them in the box. It'll be easier for you to keep up with them. So once you have selected the materials you want to use, and you don't have to get everything at once. So for instance, if you know you're going to be using markers, you might not want to try to get every single color, but just get a few to start with. And then if you decide you want more, you can certainly get more. You can also share with people at your table. So when you are finished with your work for your first picture, if there's time, you can begin. You can turn your picture into the class box, and then you can return to the sketch it station, get some more sketch paper, and begin a new idea. So no longer are we just going to kind of goof off when we're finished with our work early. We're going to just move on to another art project and use our time wisely. Thank you for listening.